Hello everybody, I'm the Thick Kabudai, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a fish room tour, which should be pretty exciting. Not really, it's just my bedroom with a lot of fish tanks. But, without further ado, let's get started. So, starting us off, we have my desk, and positioned directly behind it, we have a 55-gallon log. Inside here we have 3 adult convict cichlids and a whole lot of babies. Also in here is a Jack Dempsey, which is currently not the largest, but don't worry, he'll grow. Also, his name is Shrek, by the way. Anyways, also in here is a very large common pleco named Scrubs. She hides most of the time, and she doesn't do all that much. She's pretty cool, a nice novelty fish to have just because she's so big. But I haven't had too many issues with her being in this tank. She seems to be doing just fine. So yeah, on to the next one. So right here, we have a super tiny tank. It was labeled as a betta tank. I got this, this was given to me by someone, I don't know who. But it was labeled as a betta tank, not suitable for a betta whatsoever. And there's actually, probably not really going to be able to see it, there is actually a red Reuben sword inside of there. It's kind of just doing whatever, is more of an experiment. Also, speaking of experiments, we have this, which is pretty much just a little vase thing. Some succulent soil and some mosses, and that one little succulent down there, which I'm trying to grow. I don't know how well this is going to work, but so far the moss has been doing pretty good. So right here, we've got a 20-gallon tall fish tank. Currently is completely empty, just some rocks and gravel. Beneath it, 5-gallon tank, quarantine tank, on top of a cinder block, of course. Right there, in there is just some supplies that I'm not currently using. Also, fluval spec, 2.6 gallon. I have plans for this. That'll probably be an upcoming video. Same thing as this one, more plans, upcoming video. Should be pretty cool. So we move over here, and we have 2 10-gallons on top of each other on a custom-built stand that I made all by myself. And so we're gonna start down here with the interesting stuff. So this is not an aquarium, but rather a paludarium that I recently set up. I set it up yesterday, as a matter of fact. No fish or anything in there currently, but I will be adding them very soon. Probably going to be a video on that. Right now there's just some plants. As plants go, we have a Elodea, which is a stem plant that's in the water. I have some creeping Jenny, which I got today and threw it in there. We have a Dracana marginata, interesting plant. Hopefully it doesn't get too big for my aquarium. Next to that, we have a plant that was just labeled as assorted fern. Kind of cool. And then more of that moss that I showed you earlier. Also, tucked away behind there, we have a little bamboo plant. I can't remember what they're called, but hopefully that'll grow. I wouldn't be too surprised if it does. I also do want to add some pothos to the filter, and the filter is a Whisper 20 to 40 gallon filter. Ginormous for this tank. Right now it's probably only filtering like 3 10-ish gallons of water, which is not a lot at all. But it's what I had on hand, and it works fairly good. Initially, though, I had a lot of issues setting up the waterfall. I eventually ended on this design, which I think looks okay. It was just flowing so much, it was just spilling right into the land section, which is actually just a little Tupperware container that I modified just a little bit and surrounded by some rocks and filled up with some eco earth, threw some plants in there, and it looks pretty nice. We go up here and we see that we have just some wood. You know, there's no light on this one currently. There's wood and sand. It's probably my favorite tank. It looks amazing. You know, all the life in there. You can just see them so clearly. It's great. I'm just kidding. This tank will be set up pretty soon. Video probably going to be coming out on that. Right now, I just need to, pretty much all I need now to get it set up is a light bulb for this thing. And as a matter of fact, that light that's currently on there is going to be swapped. So that hood going on there. Whisper 20-gallon filter. Can't really see it, but that's what's on it right now. And I have most of the planned inhabitants for this tank right now. So, let's move on to that. Alright, so right here we have a Aquariums 15-gallon column tank. Currently, as for inhabitants, we have a few black skirt Tetras. There's 5 of them in there. Some sword tails, which are really interesting. I bred them myself. You know, I can't necessarily say I bred them. That sounds really amazing. I didn't. They kind of just were there, and they bred, and they produced them. But I have a male in here who is really, really small. The other one that isn't quite large enough to sex, but I'm assuming it's a female, is also very small as well. The male is actually approaching 2 years of age and is still super duper small. So I don't know if it has anything to do with me keeping them in a low pH environment, because I know that most live bearers prefer higher pH. But yeah. Also in here we have a yo-yo loach who is pretty chill. Just likes to hang out, do whatever. It's actually pretty cute. He'll come up and he'll nibble on my hand. We also have a mono shrimp, which are really nice. Those guys will be going into the 10-gallon. Also the black skirt Tetras, and a clown Pleco that's in here will be going into the 10-gallon. Clown Pleco, I have footage of, probably gonna throw it up there, but really skittish, likes to hide a whole lot. Plant-wise, we have Jungle Vow, Bucephalandra Black Titan, Anubias Knot, and Anubias Knot Petite. There's also just some Malaysian driftwood, also moss balls. Gotta have those moss balls. Anyways, that's pretty much all the fish tanks. I also do have a leopard gecko named Juju. Probably gonna throw some video footage of her up here. I could do a little bit more information on her. She's pretty cute. And yeah. So to end us off, we're gonna do a little quick pan around my room. Got my 55, 20-gallon, other miscellaneous tanks, 2 10-gallons, and the 15. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified by all the upcoming videos that will be coming out fairly soon. Like I said, videos on those two probably gonna come out within a month. I don't know. Probably gonna be sooner, but whatever. Also, share the video. Do all that amazing stuff that you people do. But until the next video, bye.